Welcome back. Despite the uncertain times, artists of all mediums have learned to sustain their own creative routines through different avenues. How are DJs exploring new alleys for self-expression and performance? Joining us now to share more are two DJs from the Bronx, DJ Dame Luz and DJ Ultraviolet. Thank you both for joining us today.
Thank you for
Thank you for
having
having us.
Of course. So first to start, let's start with DJ Dame Luz. Can you just tell us about yourself and your work as a DJ?
Well, I've been DJing professionally since 2007. I'm originally from the Bronx. I currently reside in Philly. I've been DJing back and forth between Philly and New York for the duration of my time here. I produce events as well. So, yeah.
Thank you for sharing. And DJ Ultraviolet, if you want to talk a little bit about yourself and your background as a DJ as well.
Okay. My name is DJ Ultraviolet. I'm born and raised in the Bronx. I've been DJing less than a year, actually. I started DJing during quarantine because I just really wanted to learn. And I feel like quarantine was like the perfect time to, finally get into it because I love music. I've always loved music. And I also do photography too. So having photography and having music put together, like, definitely inspired me to DJ. Like, because I go to a lot of parties all over the city, and that always like inspired me. I'm like, oh my God, I wish I could like play for my friends and like, so it's fun.
Nah, I love that. And I love that we have you both here and you have like different experience levels. So like DJ Dame Luz has been doing it way longer and DJ Ultraviolet just started. So it's like having you both speak about how you've been impacted through the pandemic with your work is really, really incredible. So first, I'm gonna just mention like shout out to y'all. You're both hermanas from Dominican Republic, like
Yes.
Dominican from the Bronx and everything. So representing. And we don't see it often, but there's DJs, there's femme DJs, there's Dominican DJs out here doing their thing, and y'all are doing it. So shout out to y'all. What made you each pursue DJing, and were there any challenges on your individual journeys? Anything like impacting or revelatory in your journey as a female Dominican DJ?
Well, starting back in like 2005, 2007 is when I started doing it professionally. There weren't a lot of women in general in DJing. So the obstacles I had to overcome were like, obviously, like a lot of like, misogyny in nightlife. And just like doing my best to inspire other women and teach other women the craft. And in the last, it's been like 13 years, it's almost like a dream come true, just like tuning in to all these women DJs. Like, it's amazing.
And did you teach yourself? Is this something that you learned by yourself?
I did teach myself.
Oh.
Yes. That's awesome.
And Carlita, you want to chime in as well about like how your journey has been and like how, any challenges that you face as a DJ immersing now?
When I first started, I'm thankful that I had a lot of friends that wanted me to learn because they know how I feel about music. And I'm so grateful for like the support system that I have around me, because they really like pushed me to start. And it is different being a woman, woman DJ, because it's such a male dominated field, and it goes the same like with photography, it goes hand in hand. It's very male dominated, and I feel like it's an honor. Like I love being a woman DJ. Like, and even sometimes when I spin like at certain places, like I always get such good feedback from other women. They're like, yes girl, yes sis, like I see you. And like that brings me so much joy, because like when I first started DJing, I said I want to DJ for two types of people, which is women and dancers. And if like I want to go out and I'm like, I want to hear music that's gonna have me dancing the whole time, having me and my girls having fun, like, and it's been challenging because I'm still learning, you know what I mean? So it's I learn every day, and like I am self-taught as well. So it's cool to just discover like new talents, you know, with myself.
And now you both have another challenge, and that's the pandemic. You know, obviously DJing has kind of like felt the brunt of this pandemic because partying and all that is kind of like at a down still. You know, we haven't been able to go to the clubs. I say clubs instead of clubs. We haven't been able to go to the lounges, you know, so like we haven't been able to enjoy your music like we used to before the pandemic. How have you been impacted personally, and how has your craft been affected by the pandemic?
Well, for me personally, I've been doing this full time for the last like 13 years, producing events, most recently for like Live Nation. So yeah, it's put me out of work for the most part. Like it's halted my career, but you know, like Ultraviolet was saying, like I have a background in photo as well. I just took this time to basically teach myself other skills like, you know, video and editing, and just trying to like create content. Yeah.
Yeah. Making it happen whichever way you can.
Yeah.
Did you want to chime into Ultraviolet about how it's impacted you?
Well, it's definitely been an impact for all of us, you know, especially creatives. You know, the lack of art shows happening, the lack of events happening. But I took advantage and I said, okay, well, since this is going on, let me DJ outside. So a lot of times, you know, certain venues that I spun at, like I would be DJing inside and then the music would be outside in the sidewalk and stuff. So it would become like a little block party type of energy, and it made me happy because it's like we had just a few hours to get our minds off of things and just enjoy each other's company and stuff like that. And you know, I've just tried to keep myself busy and keep creating. Like it's really hard. It's really hard to be in good spirits all the time and to motivate yourself and to wake up in the morning and choose to be productive, you know, because we have so much time on our hands now. I feel like the best thing to do is just to continue to be motivated. And you know, I just took my time to create, like this whole pandemic. Like you know, I'm blessed that I was able to learn how to DJ during this time, and still do my photography as well, and just move everything to a virtual sense. And I mean, I do like the virtual thing too, though, because it becomes more permanent, and it's like people could see it. You know, if they missed out on it, like they could see it. You know, so it's just also learning how to move everything to virtual, which is different. So
right. So I just want to, like, before we go, I want to share any special projects that you've been working on individually, and you know, any recent releases or music playlists that you want to share with folks. So if you want to like share that first, DJ Dame Luz.
So most recently I've been working on content. I'm working on a series interviewing particularly Afro Latinx artists, music artists, in the Bronx, starting, you know, with the birthplace. I just interviewed an artist named Sasso. I'm editing that whole process right now, so that's gonna come out pretty soon, likely through YouTube. I did a mix for a collective called Ghetto Witches recently, and an interview with them. So you could find that on their IG and their SoundCloud. Ghetto Witches with a Z at the end. And what else was it?
What's your at, so that people can also follow you and see your work as well?
I'm at DJ Dame Luz.
Yeah.
I love that name. That name is so fly, girl.
Word.
Thank you.
I love it.
I just want to give light and get light back. You know what I'm saying?
Love it.
And Ultraviolet, you can also share your ads and any handles and any projects that you have right now.
Okay. So I released a playlist last week called Pongo en la Cama. And it's a Christmas playlist. It's a holiday playlist. It's meant for you to play with your family or be, you know, you know, just chilling with your friends or whatever, or limpiando en tu casa. Like, it's just,
Yes.
it's for every type of vibe that you have. And, you know, it's really based on house parties, us growing up, and always our parents or whoever was the host of the house being like, oh, put your coat on the bed. So Ponga el coat en la cama was the name. And yeah, I made it with a lot of love. And, you know, the feedback has been amazing because I just want everybody to be happy and enjoy their holidays because this year has sucked so bad. So, you know, I made that playlist. I'm also gonna start my Twitch channel next week. So you can watch me spin online, my little virtual show. It's gonna be called the Violet Sessions. So it's gonna be really fun. So check it out. It's coming out next week. And my information is DJ Ultraviolet _ on Instagram. And my Twitch channel is DJ Ultraviolet 07. So
thank you. Thank you for sharing. And I just want to mention, I love that name too. Pon el coat en la cama. And I commented under her page after she released it. I'm like, I'm the baby on the coat in the parties when people are having the house parties.
The random baby. Yeah, the random baby. I kind of wanted to like Photoshop myself like on a bed with the coats, but you know, that's
girl, do it. No, but thank you both so much for your time, and thank you for, you know, still dedicating the time and love and energy into your crafts as women and women of color, Dominican women from the Bronx. You know, super proud to see your faces and your spins behind the music. So thank you for bringing joy through music to people as well during these tough times.
Thank you.
Thank
Sonyi.
you.
Of course.
Thank you for doing this, Sonyi. Like, you're the bomb.
Of course, no, it's a pleasure having you both, and I'll give your ads as well right after. So folks, you can follow DJ Dame Luz at DJ Dame Luz on social media. Also DJ Ultraviolet at DJ Ultraviolet on social media. It's not hard to find them; they'll be right there. So thank you all for tuning in. That's all for our show today. I'm your host Sonyi Lopez, wishing you and your family safety and wellness now and always. Tune into those playlists so that you can get your spirits up during these tough times.
Yes.